All right, guys, welcome back to the 33rd Annual Music City Classic here at the Sonesta Nashville Airport Hotel, a.k.a. the Igloo. Just as cold as it was yesterday, which is a pleasant surprise because I dressed for that occasion. I'm wearing my snow pants and snow boots today inside the Igloo. And we got a special treat for you. This is the finals of the CDC Evolution Tour event number 7. In order to qualify for this, you have to be under 23 years old by a certain point and over the age of 10. Those are the only requirements. We actually have 2 CDC card holders, like main tour card holders, playing in this final. So if you're expecting typical youth darts here, you're going to be sadly mistaken. Gavin Nickel, of course, legacy, his father, the Stash, Timmy Nickel. Rest in peace.
Don't forget about grandpops, too.
And Grandpa, yeah, absolutely. I mean, absolutely just keeping that legacy alive. He's been throwing very well this weekend. This is actually his first Evolution Tour weekend that he's playing in, and he's already in a final here in the first event. Joey Lenaw, on the other hand, is dominating the Evolution Tour this year. He has 30 points. The next closest is 22. There's a lot to play for this Evolution Tour. #1 USA player in points and #1 Canadian player in points both get spots in the Windmill World Championships.
Yeah, big implications. Big implications.
Joey also, at 20 years old, is in 9th place on the main tour's points list. So he is also playing extremely well on the CDC main tour. Top 4 last night in the Music City. In the CDC match play.
Yeah, phenomenal run. Just missing out to, was it Jeff Springer?
It was, yes. And look at this, Gavin Nickel, chance to break the throw. Good look at it, just below the wire. Joey needs to hit the 64 just to hold his throw, and it has to go here. He'll get one look at tops. And the many faces of Joey Lenaw is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, he's got some beauties, honestly, on the looks when it comes to just after he throws if he's not happy with it.
Oh, absolutely. Gavin Nickel breaks Joey Lenaw here in leg #1. This is a 1st to 6 format here in the Evolution Tour.
Yeah, I must say, Gavin looks just calm, cool, collected, ready to go in this one.
Yeah, he's been throwing phenomenally. If you look just on paper, Joey should be the favorite here, but if you've been here this weekend, you know that they're closer than it seems. Gavin's been throwing very well. You can tell he's definitely been practicing. Hopefully you guys can't hear the leaf blower in the background if things aren't bad enough for us at certain times. Joey's averaging 78 for this event. Gavin's right behind him at 76, and actually, how about this? 3 guys that are 20 years old or younger in the event are averaging over 75 for the event in this Evolution Tour event. I mean, top class there. And our youngest competitor, 13-year-old Connor Olson, averaged a 54 in his match, which is way better than I shoot. That I can tell you.
See if we can get a little better angle on these guys. Get a little zoomed in look here. These guys are pretty typical, same spot every time they approach the Aki, and maybe just a slight little movement over to one side or the other.
He doesn't have to shoot the bull. And he actually, I mean, talk about a mature move there just to set it up. Almost at the trip 10, which would have been weird, but leaves tops. And all Joey can do is put pressure on here. Great last dart.
And Gavin Nickel takes it out. First dart.
2-0 lead, averaging 83.5. And again, that's not too much above the standard he's been throwing in this event. I believe both these competitors are 20 years old. Gavin might still be 19.
I think you're correct there. I think Gavin is 19. Maybe just turned 20. I could very well be mistaken, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
Joey Lenaw from New York City, Gavin from Ohio. Joey just big 180. Our first boom goes the dynamite of the day. Joey Lanaw leaves a finish after 9. Did I mention these guys are 20 and 19 years old? Did I mention that? Look at this. He's going to have a look at it if he wants. Oh, what a dart. Sets it up nicely. Come back to a very reasonable finish, and all Gavin can do is put pressure on it. He's going to. Oh, slackless dart.
Let's see how. Yeah, I was wondering if he goes 45 here or if he takes the traditional look.
That math was done very quickly. Leaves double 8, doesn't hit it. Gavin can take out this 161, not anymore. So see if he can set up to pressure. Nah, not enough. Leaves 104. Double 8. The red bit that's right there. Got it on dart 3. Holds his throw. 2-1 score line. Stops a little route there from Gavin, but Gavin's not really slowing down with both his pace and his darts. They're finding their target. Chris Trinidad, aloha. Cole asks, how has Gates been throwing? Honestly, I don't know if you saw any of the stream yesterday or not yesterday, but the day before. He threw well, just got beat by better darts at the end. As we get our second 180 from Joey Lanaw of the match. I think North American Darts is in pretty good hands watching these kids play.
I would say so. What do you think here, man? I mean, this is the deal. They're taking the effort to go overseas.
Yep.
I mean, Joey and PJ, they're going overseas, playing in those tours that is just going to help them. I mean, that's the truth. It's just going to help their game.
Both these guys are sponsored dart players, too, by Dirty Jersey Darts. Big 135. After 12 darts, Joey is sitting on 45. And Gavin is, I mean, throwing in big scores at a time to put pressure on Joey each time. But big chance to break back here and get back on throw. Oh. Gavin, take this out, 101.
Oh, I could see him doing it. I could definitely see him doing it. Start off the 20s here? No.
He went the bull route.
Okay. But see, he's kind of doing some quick math here.
Yeah, he had 104 left, so the Trip 18 would have left the bull finish. That was an interesting way to go about it. This is the one tiny little flaw in Joey's throw is he starts to try to aim the doubles instead of just throwing at them. His throw almost becomes a little bit softer when he's looking at the doubles, and it caused him to miss a few of them. Gavin, you just saw throw right at him. Joey kind of tries to aim it a little bit, and the more he struggles or prolongs it, the more he'll try to aim. He still throws a pretty good dart, but he's so accurate in scoring that if he just threw the same way.
One more of those Joey Lanaw looks we're used to here.
And just gives Gavin a big gift and double 4. See how quickly I did that math? You know why?
Because you do it a lot.
A lot. I did not hit the double I'm shooting at, but the one above, absolutely. Gavin pegs the double 4 to take a 3-1 lead and hold his throw. That is a big momentum shift here.
And I can't remember if we said it or not. This is a best of 11, so first to 6 legs here. 77 average for Gavin currently. Joey on a 73 average. Respectable averages from these two young men.
Yeah, Joey can be a mid-80s average player. If his doubles are on, he can average 90 for a match or above. His scoring power is there for sure. Gavin, I think we're just seeing a new and improved Gavin Nickel playing darts right now. Look at that. There's his first 180 for Gavin Nickel. Boom goes the dynamite. Joey does not leave a finish. Gavin right back in the trip.
Oh, come on.
Oh, 140 to follow the 180.
And this is what we said. I mentioned it yesterday about Gavin.
Look at this. Setup shot leaves the tops from 176. A chance at a 13 darter, but he might not get a look at it to be broken. Oh, only can set it up. Leaves double 4. Tops for Joey. Needs the 15 dart. Doesn't hit the 15 darter. Double trouble for Joey Lenaw. And Gavin Nickel, give him credit for putting a whole bunch of pressure, and hits it for a 13 dart leg.
He's not missing much on that double ring, let me tell you.
Gavin Nickel is in a zone of his own here.
Well, I was mentioning about Seth, and I stopped because it was just entertainment there, kicked up a notch. I mentioned to Seth, and he mentioned to me, I should say, that him and Gavin have actually been practicing together. And he said, man, I'd watch out. Gavin's been picking up the pace. I said, really? And he goes, yeah, he's taking this game to a whole new level.
You're seeing it. Look at this. Another 140 for Gavin Nickel. This is class darts being thrown right here. Gavin averaging almost 83. Joey up to 88. Both these guys are so used to this longer format, too, by being on the CDC main tour. This is the opening prelim match, race to legs. So you're going to see these guys not wear out. They're going to get better as this match goes on.
Oh, yeah. And that's the thing about, you know, Joey and these youngsters is it just seems like they just get better as the day rolls on.
Which is so fun to see. Yeah. And so gross to see, too.
You just come up against him in that third round, and you're like, son of a gun. Well, some of us make third rounds. Sorry, Sean.
Oh, third round? That's a pipe dream. That's a pipe dream and a half.
Oh, couldn't resist. Look at this.
Tops for a 15 dart. Hold a throw. Joey now a chance to break. Needs a treble to get a look at it. Doesn't get it. Throws his hands up.
And it's not like Joey's playing bad by any means or just far off. It's that Gavin's been capitalizing and hitting the doubles.
Double 7. Yeah, that's their first kind of slip there for Gavin on doubles. Joey needs to take advantage of this. This break a throw here is huge.
Oh, he's going 14 for double 18. Okay.
Unconventional and hits it. Hey, when your doubles are a little bit off, you go through your favorite double if you have a shot to set it up that way. And you can see him peg it.
Quick replay there.
Well done.
Hey, we're trying here.
99 scored for Joey to start off this leg. See if Gavin can keep this up. Yeah, both of them are starting to find their rage nicely. 140 just above the wire for dart 3. Great look at it. Gavin unlucky to get that first dart in the trip 1. And smart darts here from Joey looking down. Hits a 133 to set himself up nicely after 9 darts. These kids are getting decent outlooks after 9.
That's what I'm saying. They are playing really well. I mean,
there we go. He can go to both if he wants to. He's looking at it.
You got it. I mean, he wants anything. That could be a big momentum push right there if he would have hit that.
We'll see if it comes back to haunt him, but I don't see how it can with the way he's throwing currently. And Gavin not on a finish yet, so still a lot of time. Double 12 is the route he's taken. You can see he's liking that side of the board. He'll be okay with double 6 when he returns.
You know what the one thing I'm really noticing here too? These guys are playing quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Turn and burn mentality here. What a dirty ricochet that was.
Yeah, Gavin only 4 scored, an unlucky 4 as both those sat right on the wire. But you're seeing about as class as it gets as Joey pegs dart number 1, now 4-3 score line. They're going the distance. They're going for speed, as Cake would say.
Going on and on and on. I wonder how many people are going to get that song reference there.
They should. We sang it perfectly.
We did almost sing it identical. I'm sure Quinn's going to let us know that we are terrible singers here really quick.
Probably the greatest name in darts is tuning in with us right now, Kashmir Ventura.
Ooh, I love that. Yeah, CDC player, correct?
Yeah, he
made quite the run up there.
Was in Canada and, I mean, turned some heads. Hopefully see him in Indy here next weekend. I can understand both sides of that argument from him. Gavin gets that first start in there and tends to follow it nicely. Unlucky again. His darts are starting to lay a little bit differently than they have been. As Trish is back there complaining about something. Shocker.
Sorry.
Joey gets 76. These guys are in a scrappy leg now. Slowing down a touch.
Yeah, you can sense that. Just that almost ease off the gas pedal mentality and kind of, all right, let's focus on this potential match-winning double here.
Well, the implications for this leg are huge. This is this puts Joey back on throw if he breaks Gavin, and it's the perfect time for that to happen in this race of 6 to make it a 4-4 tie, especially with Gavin up 4-1.
You saw that Gavin was about to go downstairs and had to double take as he was like, no, 161 is what I need to leave, at least to check out. That 19 would have left in 162, so smart move there to look down but look right back up.
Right.
Say, no.
Joey going a brilliant way at the 148. 2 trip 18s with the left tops. Gavin trying to put some pressure on the 16, but big moment here. Joey has had some double struggles. Can he get this one? Double 4 needed. And there it is, big dart number 3. Hey, when you score as well as Joey Lanaugh, you're going to get some extra chances at doubles from time to time. That was the brilliance of Gavin early on in this match, is that he was outscoring Joey on top of it. Again, there's been 3 180s in this match, 2 from Joey and 1 from Gavin. Those averages are very comparable to their tournament averages today. So the consistency has definitely been there.
Man, Joey loves to switch those 19s and switches to them often.
Jeremy Raines asking what events we were streaming today for Music City. That's a great question. 10 a.m. started mixed triples, 601 single in, double out, race to 2. So everyone in the back of the room there is occupied with that one. Some pretty strong teams in that field.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
And
go ahead.
I was about to say, Jeremy, with one of the tournament staff, actually said, hey, we're nowhere near the finals yet. Do you want to stream this one first? And we're like, yeah. So our plans is to be mostly Music City.
Yep.
But we may see the Evolution and Junior finals, which would be nice. I think that would be great, honestly.
If you're tuning in with us and this bores you, then it's not going to get better throughout the day. I would just watch something else, like badminton or something else on TV.
You could watch a replay of the air guitar contest last night.
Hey, that was on ESPN and SportsCenter all night long. You know what wasn't? Darts, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think that they just couldn't make fun of it.
They really couldn't make fun of it.
As a weird sport.
They kind of went through the replay of everything, and all of a sudden you realize, like,
there is an outlier,
darts.
right? Yeah. There's an outlier of all those sports yesterday. It was darts.
Getting a little crackle every once in a while. Sorry about that, folks. In between an update here as we headed from ADA straight to Music City.
Gavin switching the right way on each one of those darts, but Joey an outside chance here at this 140. Just kidding. Leaves a ton. Gavin sitting on 60. This is a big moment here to break right back. See if that's an awkward dart. It is an awkward dart. But he gets it anyway in there. How did he find it in that?
I don't know. He went through the uprights there and split them. A little bump or two along the way.
I think the second dart actually helped him just bang it off of that and knock it down in. But brilliant darts. He's now one leg away and throwing for the match. Stops the rout of 3 on the spin from Joey Lenaw.
Downstairs is Joey. It's all about those angles of his darts. He's not happy with that second dart there and the way it was laying. So immediately you see him switch.
Yeah, and again, you're seeing Gavin's darts are starting to pitch up a little bit differently. I wonder if he's gripping it a touch differently than he was at the start of the match. I could see just getting into this zone and just not even realizing it. It's one of those reasons Phil Taylor used to practice 8 hours a day on darts.
That's nuts. We had Phil Taylor on the stream last night.
We sure did. At least maybe a
identical twin.
Tennessee version.
We also had a makeshift RVB, as you called it, with Brian Langley.
Yeah.
Get that out of your head.
He actually has a really smooth throw, too.
Yeah, it really was. He did some damage in that ESPN event. He was there for a reason, let's be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. This standard is about as good as you can really expect from a youth tour anywhere around the world.
Yeah, this is amazing, honestly. These guys are perfectly capable of throwing that 85, definitely 70 plus easy.
Absolutely.
Easy now. And that's the thing. This is the benefits of the CDC tour and what they've done over the last years is starting this Evo tour, the junior tour, and allowing these guys a chance to move on. I mean, we see the Youth World Championships overseas. I mean, you can be, 23 or 24 still playing in that.
And how amazing is it that there's 2 spots offered for the Evolution Tour. Shout out to Erin Quinn for all the hard work she's done. I know that she would love to be in person watching this. I'm happy that she's able to watch it through our stream. We miss you, Erin.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna get to see you one more time.
Gavin trying to go that bull first. Guarantee a shot at an out, but unfortunately misses with that first dart. Here we go.
Get a dart at it. What a dart. Gave himself a look at the match. Now Joey to take us to a last leg decider with Joey having the darts. Oh, that's a great dart. Just wires it. Double 10. And he
in there.
What a clutch moment. 5-5 scoreline. Let's go the distance. I told you they were going the distance. Let's see if they still go for speed.
Here.
Here we go. Last leg decider. And this is not going to be the start that Joey's going to want, even with a big triple on the last dart. Door open immediately for Gavin Nickel. Again, Joey this year, title-wise, has, I believe, won 4 out of the 6 Evolution Tour events. It's 4 or 3. Gavin, again, playing in his first one of the year here in event number 7. Would like to pick up his first title in his first attempt at it.
Goes downstairs.
Big 139. Again, the maturity just to not try and hit the 180, not force it. And again, the maturity for switching after your first dart to hit a 134. There's nothing short of impressive. Gavin Nickel.
Ooh.
A big 177. Boom goes the dynamite.
You can kind of see him grit his teeth as he walked up there and said, come on.
He's on 60 after 9 against the throw in a last leg decider. To finish it off in 12, doesn't get it done. Joey Lenaw, an outside chance of this 150. Oh, he knows that dart felt good when it first released. Trying to leave 6 does leave 16. My goodness, these kids. Tops, Gavin Nickel, 3 for the match. He's 0 for 3 on match darts. Oh, 0 for 4 on match darts, and Joey, after a brilliant 134, sets up double 8, and he almost apologized to Gavin with his face before shooting this. That's confidence.
That is almost confidence. And look at that look that he just gave.
And there it is. Joey
My
Lenaw,
word.
hats off to both of these guys. The average was phenomenal. Shout out to Braden Hall for being the chalk of the match. Thank you for doing that, sir. But what a great final.
Wow, let's check out a quick replay of that one. What do you say?
Oh my gosh. Do you have a replay of the whole match yet?
We can get it for you fast.
Let's just
Let me
do
tell
that.
you what. Let's just do it again.
Can they just play again?
I mean, we would love it. That was a fantastic match.
Race to 15. Let's do it.
And you can see a little upset as Gavin was there. He wanted that title, but hey, you know what? That was a fantastic final, and that's a good start to our day. Let me tell you what.
Aaron Quinn chiming 2 for each respective country get world championship spots.
Wow.
That's incredible. That is incredible. So Gavin's done a little bit to get into that conversation with the second place finish. I'm telling you right now, it is easy to do our job when the darts are that good.
Oh, yeah.
When it is
very
that intensive
easy
a
to
match.
do that.
What a fantastic job for both competitors. Hats off to them, showing the high standard here for our Evolution Tour.
Just amazing. We're definitely gonna have to clip that bad boy. That is an amazing match.
For
Great
sure.
stuff.
Hands down.
Cool. Shout out to the CDC for allowing us the opportunity to stream that bad boy too. So, alrighty, folks, hang tight. We'll be right back with some more action right here.
Nashville, Tennessee,
In Nashville, Tennessee.
Music City Classic. Sean Green, William Stewart. We'll be right back.
So in preparation for a recent event, I put this board to the test with 4 to 6 hours of practice per week for a month straight. This gave me an opportunity to see how this board holds up, as well as give you all that honest opinion you've been waiting for. After just a few throws, I was able to tell that this board was a touch softer than popular brands I've used in the past. Admittedly, this had me a little scared, thinking this would lead to a fairly quick wear down. Instead, after a week, I was still at the point where I felt the board did not need to be rotated. Overall, after a month and around 20 hours of play, I was thoroughly surprised by how well this board held up. Yes, there was some aesthetic wear and tear, but I do feel there was a decrease in the amount of bounce that I had, which I directly contributed to the board's softness. For me, this is a winner for both new and experienced players who like to put their hours in. Alrighty folks, don't forget we're your partner in darts. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching.
All right, guys, welcome back to the 33rd Annual Music City Classic. We are here for mixed triples, 601, single in, double out. We had a computer go down on us, so we're waiting to get the scoreboard back up. Once that is available, we will make sure that you guys have it right away. What a tasty one we have here. Ross Minty, Stephen Phillips, who's in Fuego throwing right now, and Colleen Stewart are taking on the powerhouse trios team of Leonard Gates, Danny Lobby Jr., and Callie West.
Powerhouse indeed, my word. Both these teams are pretty good looking here, let's be honest. There we go. How about that?
There you go. Soldier has been not unimpressive. That's definitely not the word for it. But he's definitely struggled more in the past few days of darts than I've seen him struggle in a really long time.
Thanks for bearing with us.
And I don't mean struggle as in like with his throw. I mean just struggle overall with wins. He's going out kind of early in some of these tournaments. Although this team today of Gates, Lobby, and West has got to be one of the top 2 or 3 favorites.
And did you say that was Gates?
Yeah.
Yeah, we consider that. I think there's moments where Gates maybe gets lackadaisical. I'm guilty of that a lot of times when I feel like maybe I should beat an opponent and I just don't have the, just not in the cards that day.
Right. Well, Danny gets a steady ton there. You'll see Danny rapid fires that dart into the dartboard. Heard an interview, It's Your Shot podcast, where he talked about his dad taught him to throw through the dartboard. That's a good way to think about envisioning a dart throw. Throw through that board.
Gates ripping the Texas jersey.
Yeah, it's day 2 in a row of yesterday was Star City on his jersey there, so you like that representation. A big 140 out of Soldier. Of course, one of 3 now North Americans to qualify for the World Series Finals for the PDC. He got joined today by Danny Baggish and Matt Campbell. Shout out those guys for qualifying through.
Yeah, kudos. That was nice to see.
It's a bigger deal, I think, than a lot of people realize.
Well, also, here's the thing about Leonard. How about kudos to him? He went to the and won the North American Championship.
Yep.
Did well at the U.S. Masters, beating Fallon Shurock, so that's also a big notch on your belt.
Oh, for sure.
But then he also gets the Grand Slam of Darts appearance and the World Series Final appearance. Things are happening for Gates, let me tell you.
And if he goes over there, because we talked about it yesterday with him in attempts to qualify for the seniors PDC, he's 51 years old. He can qualify for it, and I guarantee you, no one wants to see him qualify for it. None of those old school guys want to see that.
That is exactly what he was saying. He's like, I might try to do it one time just to go give it a try, but you got to qualify for those events. And that's the difficult thing when all the qualifiers are in England or the UK.
It's one of those where you got to have the backing to be able to do that. Which I have zero idea if he does. I'm guessing with how much he travels anyway for everything that he does, because he is a professional dart player by trade. And they're dart number 1 for the professional dart player. They threw a 22 darter in mixed triples, 601. So an extra 100 there they have to take out too. That average is insanity. They will diddle every single leg for the start. It's not alternate start because it is just a race to 2, which is more than reasonable.
You're hearing that thick draw in the background of Ray Sessler, the tournament or the caller of the board calls, as they say. Doing a good job back there.
Yeah, today at one point he was calling all these boards with 3 people on each team, and at one point he stops and goes, there's got to be a better way to do this. The answer is yes. Tell everyone to check Dart Connect and just follow the board calls.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the main thing. If you have not, if you're on Dart Connect, definitely turn on those text alerts. Useful things. You get them board calls. So you know exactly when you get called and you know when you're supposed to be there. And sorry, but it takes out the old third call.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Minty, Phillips, and Stuart an advantage here in this leg. They did get the start, but they're taking advantage of it. A ton plus ahead with the throw.
Now this is PJ's mom.
Great darts.
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Yeah, that's PJ's mom.
PJ Stewart actually defeated Leonard Gates last night, so maybe this is redemption,
little
family
redemption time. Yep, that is mom for PJ. Man,
How they were calling Callie West mom.
How about that noggin on
Yeah.
PJ?
PJ, how to describe this?
He came and tried to buy a hat, a USA Darts hat yesterday.
And literally on the last rung of the largest hat you have, it didn't fit.
I was like, geez Louise, man, you're a kid. And he's like, yeah, I got to get a custom hat made.
Nice 140 there for Danny Lobby. Yeah, and he showed us that his hat had the tag of it for like bigheads.com or something like that.
He's doing his classic 1-2 on the lick.
I know you briefed with the players on how to walk, but they have thrown that all away.
I
they
think
all
it's
are
just,
blocking the camera.
I think it's just Miss Stewart. That's all it is, and I think it's.
I don't think so. I think it's all of them.
It could be. It could be.
And actually, Danny, as a lefty, he tends to go that route accidentally often. 93 left, so stay on that trip 19. That was the right dart.
You know, it's actually my fault because I'm guilty of not really telling him the
Oh, you didn't say anything.
turn right.
Shocker.
Shocker.
You've been out there for
Will.
one job. No, I'm kidding.
I just
96 left.
pretty much told him, hey, we got the good news. You don't have to worry about any cameras, guys, because Danny would definitely be right in the way right now.
For sure. Leaves a double 8, gets a nod of approval from his partner, or from her partner, but 84 can go. Gonna get 2 looks at the double 12 to make it a 1-1 scoreline, take us to a last leg decider. Oh, and it had to go too, and he knows it because, well, one of the best North American steel tip players on double 8, one dart, gets it done. They improve their average to an 87.95 as a mixed trips team. That is insanity, bud.
That is very insane. I did walk by Callie earlier and said, cheating today, huh?
Yeah. and guess who didn't deny it? She just laughed.
She just laughed and said, hey, Will.
She's like, yep, that's exactly what happened.
Guilty as charged, I guess. All righty, folks. Well, hang tight. We'll have some more action coming your way here next on USA Darts. Thanks for joining us for our coverage of the Music City Classic, the 33rd annual Music City Classic.
Yeah, inside the Igloo.
What else is on the bill for today, by the way?
So at 12:30, which is in about half an hour, is going to start men's doubles 501. And, of course, that's for only the men that are out of the trips, although they'll just hold the tournament for all the other men. So about the time we get to the end of the night, the 4 p.m. mixed men's singles will probably start around 8, and the 5:30 women's doubles will probably start about 8:30, 10:30. It's supposed to be at 5:30 and 4. But it might be an early evening for us.
Hey.
But like I just mentioned, probably not.
I mean, we'll see
things are
how
just going
things
to keep
go.
getting shoved back a little bit, I think, as the day goes on, if they allow people to play and sign up for these events if they're still in the other events, because they all are mixed up. We have 2 women's events, 2 men's, and then the mixed triples this morning.
All righty, well.
All 501.
There you go, folks. A day full of 501 here. Continue to join us as we continue our coverage of the Music City Classic. Appreciate you being here, William Stewart, alongside me, Mr. Sean Green. We'll be back with some more action here momentarily.
Stay with us, guys.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how.
We can definitely help with that. We're usadartsproduction, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you. Whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories. So you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to azdarts.com.
So in preparation for a recent event, I put this board to the test with 4 to 6 hours of practice per week for a month straight. This gave me an opportunity to see how this board holds up, as well as give you all that honest opinion you've been waiting for. After just a few throws, I was able to tell that this board was a touch softer than popular brands I've used in the past. Admittedly, this had me a little scared, thinking this would lead to a fairly quick wear down. Instead, after a week, I was still at the point where I felt the board did not need to be rotated. Overall, after a month and around 20 hours of play, I was thoroughly surprised by how well this board held up. Yes, there was some aesthetic wear and tear, but I do feel there was a decrease in the amount of bounce that I had, which I directly contributed to the board's softness. For me, this is a winner for both new and experienced players who like to put their hours in. Alrighty folks, don't forget we're your partner in darts. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching.
All right, it looks like we're going to have the semi-finals coming up next. They're waiting. He's waiting on the first match to conclude out of the 2 other quarterfinals that are happening. So we'll have that matchup next. But we are going to have a special event at 1:30. So we're going to feature that one on the main stage here. It's going to be a pretty quick event, but it's going to be a special one that they're just starting off here. So at 1:30, plan on tuning in for this one. So looking forward to it.
Just to let you know, the next match is going to be Kevin Luke, Elliot Milk, and Marlise Keel taking on Michelle Eagley, Joe Hedrick, and Kevin Yasinchek.
That's a good list right there.
Yeah, that'll be a heck of a matchup.
Kevin Yasinchek.
Yasinchek.
Yes. All righty, sweet. Well, stay tuned for that one. That'll be happening next here on the main stage. Thanks for joining us for our coverage today. Hope you like that little replay reel. That was a nice little
really
addition.
cool.
Yeah, a nice little addition we've been trying to work on. Great indeed, I got to tell you.
Just so you know, the other semifinal matchup could literally be Callie West, Leonard Gates, and Danny Lobby Jr. versus Trish Grezik, Larry Butler, and Alex Spellman.
So maybe
our ESPN bullshooter champion from yesterday.
Maybe, hopefully, they hold it off, and maybe we'll get the double dip treatment here. We'll see. But all righty, folks, hang on to your seats.
We need to tell them just to hold it.
We'll be right back. All righty, everybody. Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back to the 33rd Annual Music City Classic here at the Sonesta Nashville Airport, a.k.a. the Igloo. It's maybe 60 degrees inside this building today, just like yesterday. It's impressive that they've kept it consistently refrigerator-like. This is the semifinals.
They don't fret that AC bill here, do they?
No, they don't. This is our first semifinal matchup. It features, that's Joe Hedrick right there. He is playing with Kevin Yazinchek and Michelle Eagley. They're taking on Kevin Luke, Elliot Milk, and Marlise Keel. And it's actually our first time having an ESPN athlete on this main stage this weekend.
Hey, well, yeah, let's just be honest. I guess if you didn't make it to ESPN, you're not considered an ESPN athlete.
You can't be an ESPN athlete.
But let me tell you, there's a good handful of athletes in there. We'll just call them athletes because we got Elliot Milk, Kevin Luke, Marlise Keel, Kevin Yazinchek, Joe Hedrick, and the only one I don't know is Miss Eagley? Eagley?
I literally don't know the right answer. I don't know why I corrected you.
No, you're good. I don't know. I was just figuring
pronunciation.
to each their own. So if we mispronunciate, our apologies. What is her first name? So we can just say that. Michelle?
Michelle.
So we'll just say Michelle. Not getting it wrong today. All righty.
Well, I'm Sean Green doing the play-by-play commentary for you this weekend. Thank you, Will, for having me here. Will Stuart.
Hey, yeah, man. It's been entertaining having you.
Shout out to our partners, Ryan Mooneyham, Nick Teixeira.
Yeah. Can't forget Carly and Kayla, I guess. We can consider them partners.
You can. We just shouldn't.
Yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not?
But this is a big semifinal. We're actually going to get you both semifinal matchups. They're holding the second one for us as Danny runs up on stage just to practice for no reason because he has no idea what's going on. He thinks he's playing right now, and he doesn't know that he's waiting a whole match. But he can do whatever he wants. It's Danny Labby Jr. But the second matchup is going to be Callie West, Leonard Gates, and Danny Labby Jr. taking on Trish Gressick, Larry Butler, and Alex Spellman. ESPN athlete champion from the bull shooter shootout.
I'm pretty sure Labby has no idea.
Yep, they're telling him right now.
Labby, you're waiting, bud.
He's one of my favorite people of all time.
He goes, I don't think he even realized
he's like
Gates and Callie wasn't even up there.
He's the most professional person in the world.
Oh, by far.
But he just
does his thing.
He just kind of exists. we're living in his world when Danny's around.
There's Miss Marlise Keel. She does the old jumper jump on the old stage there. Honestly, I don't think it's very bad at all.
What?
There's a really wobbly stages up there, and this one was really not terrible, I don't think.
No, let's put it this way. There's so much less risk of falling off the stage than there is at a lot of other places.
Don't tell that to Kevin.
I said
Luke.
less chance, less risk. I didn't say there was zero. I know better. I know how dart players are. We had one person in New York. Literally, we had chairs set up that were stretched out to block our camera, and it looked like a table, I guess. But on the chairs, in two spots, it said, "Do not step, do not place anything down on," in two different spots, in like a 6-foot radius. Tried to step on it. That did not work out well, as there were chairs and not even a table, so she fell right down off that stage.
I'm telling you what, I'm guilty of it. Or there's numerous that are guilty of it when I put my little sign that says, "Hey, don't sit in this. This is connecting to a tripod," and the tripod, they'll put their hand on the tripod.
They'll shake it to death like yesterday's bullshooter event.
Ruh-roh. Now, Joe, you can see here, he's all the way on the right-hand side of the hockey.
Very close stance to have the foot that far back behind him.
Yeah.
Almost like a bowling finish for those good bowlers. If it's a left-handed bowler, I guess.
I think they're announcing our special event in the background.
Yeah, it's going to be real interesting. Dart Connect defeat the bot.
It's Dart Connect Bot Challenge, the first one they're doing. So what's going to happen is everybody that checked in is going to be, there's going to be one chosen name.
Random draw.
Random draw.
We're hoping for a top-level CDC player to make the challenge interesting. But
Yep. So that's what's going to happen is they're going to get, you know, one person's going to get an opportunity to play DC level 12. And if they beat them in one leg, they're getting one leg. If they beat them, they get $150. So 100 provided by Music City, and we're going to provide $50 as well.
there you go.
So we'll add a little $50 kicker on there.
I think it'd be interesting if it was, you know, not a pro. To
Yeah.
maybe, or to put them at like a level that there's a possibility of them winning, but they still have that pressure of $150 on outshots and stuff like that. I think that could really play into it. If you're just playing Dark Connect 12 and they're gonna potentially shoot a 9-darter on you with the throw and not even make it close, that might. I hope it's better than. I hope it's the best case scenario for it.
Looks like we got a chalker here.
Appreciate that as always.
Should we just take a quick peek?
Hey,
Look
there
at
he
that
is.
face.
Up close and personal.
Appreciate all you guys tuning in today. Definitely appreciate it. Give us that like and a follow if you have not. Hit that notification bell. Get notified whenever we go live, wherever we may be. A couple events still to go this year as we got Shark Tank, TOC.
Yep.
We've got Witch City, Seacoast. So looking forward to a couple more steel tip events as well.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Of course, I'll be in Indy next weekend for the CDC, weekend number 3 in Indy.
There you go.
I'll also be back up in Canada for weekend 4. As these guys look like they are shooting the bull. This is not PDC CDC rules, so they do measure. They don't need to on that one unless Kevin wants to make a joke out of it. Probably his worst diddle of the day, I'm going to guess, with how far out into the 11 that was. But Kevin Luke just played soft tip on ESPN yesterday live after playing in a top 32 tournament to get to that top 4. As actually one of the 2 players that was sitting in a king seat match, so they knew they were qualified pretty early on in that. Did you like the play it all the way through for the seed, or would you have rather them just redrew randomly the next day and just did top 4 and moved on?
I guess just a random draw would have been sufficient. I honestly think they should have done a round robin style format myself for the qualifiers. Just add a couple more boards, but maybe that was the issue. Maybe they didn't have the space for the boards or what have you. I mean, there's so many. I mean, it was kind of planned pretty quickly, let's be honest. So, you know, it ended up being good for us in the game. So,
thought it turned out great.
Can't complain on that aspect.
Well, we can. It just doesn't make a difference.
It's just nitpicking.
Yep.
So once again, this is the first semifinal match. First to 2 legs here.
Yep. This is Joe Hedrick.
Joe using the old neon condor axes.
And gets a nice ton out of it. Great last start. This is Elliot Milk, all 6'6", 6'7" of them. Looks down at the 20, one of 2 guys in the room that does that.
Yeah, me and him got a bone. I got a bone to pick with him as
You and him got a bone?
Well, hey, let's just say here, I was up at the front desk and this guy charged him triple.
And they did, right?
Yeah, they probably did.
Yeah.
I can't blame them.
Hopefully everyone is doing well that's tuning in with us. Let us know where you are tuning in from. We always like to see that. We are live here in Nashville, Tennessee. Music City Classic, 33rd Annual.
Nice 136 there from Kevin Luke. Yeah, happy to be here. This is my first time in attendance at the Music City Classic. I'm impressed. They've done some amazing work here. I gotta say,
Especially with their AC unit.
Well, that is for sure. But yeah, they have these boards in this little room bigger room, and then they also have another area for the Evolution Series, the juniors, and then a couple boards if they need them. So
yeah, it's they had a conference that was with us for the beginning yesterday, and that conference cleared out, and they added those boards. It's been a lot of fun.
And the hotel, honestly, pretty good hotel here. I'm impressed.
Yeah, I mean, we got Colorado tuning in, Watertown, South Dakota, Whittier, California, a little West Coast action, Rockford, Illinois, Mr. Paul Rogers. How are you doing, sir? This is Elliott Milk trying to set up a finish. Hits the 130 to leave 33. Let's see if Yaz can take out this 141. He was going there expecting to have a shot at it. I like that that composure. Hits the 105. Very well done to leave 36. Double 12 here for Kevin Luke. The smart way to go about it there. I've never seen that one done, but I like that. 9 for 24. You don't have to move very far on that dartboard.
No, you don't really have to at all. And
there's the
look at it.
Double 18 first dart for Michelle. The one player you don't know. Guess what? She's 1 for 1 on doubles, sir.
Oh, yeah. She's got to be deadly if she's got to this point. I mean, yes, you can get kind of carried in this mixed trip by 2 people, but at the same time, I mean, you have to be a part of that at some point.
I will completely disagree with being able to be carried by 2 people, and here's why I say that. If you look at the final 4, those are top female shots, all of them.
Yep.
Marlise Keel, Cosmo, sponsored player, has her own darts, for goodness sake. Trish Grezik, sponsored Cosmo player, has her own darts. Callie West, sponsored Cosmo player, has her own darts. I mean, Michelle's in good company, but hitting that double 18 that easily and just turning around, not even celebrating it like she's done it 100,000 times, you can tell that she belongs in that company.
Yeah, and I wasn't saying that in her aspect. I was more meaning just like you can find it yourself where one person out of the group's going to slack in a leg or 2.
Oh, for sure.
And they're going to get carried here and there, and that can be the case. But yeah, I agree. Those top 4 ladies. I mean, if you find yourself in that little aspect, especially with the teams we've got now. Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's only heavy hitters left on each team for the guys. And I think that's an understatement, if I'm being honest with you. All 8 of them, I believe, are CDC card holders. Elliott Milk might not be anymore. But that would be by his own choice. Obviously still a top dart player, no matter what.
By far, yeah.
He's one of the best soft and steel tip players in the country.
He's been doing it for a while. I mean,
you calling him old?
10 years? 10 years so?
10 years is a while. I've been playing darts for 12 years.
Okay, well, when I've been playing for
I know you're 18 at that age. I get it. I'm terrible for how long I've been playing. Can you please answer your phone? I'm just kidding. I know she's sitting over there.
I thought you were yelling at me. I was like, bud, that's not me.
I know. I was joking. I was trying to joke overall, but now it's awkward. Now it's not awkward.
Looks like
it did not
Michelle
help anything.
Does you use those reflex points?
Right.
Yeah.
They're real thin points. That's why they do the little wiggle into the dartboard. I would absolutely loathe that entirely as a dart player.
Really?
So I have ADHD, so anything that will distract me.
Oh, I thought you said love. I was like, what?
Loathe.
Okay, I got
the opposite of love.
Rehear you there. Yeah, that's the thing. I couldn't do it because I use my darts. Every single dart of mine's a marker.
Right.
Especially with the angle I have.
Mine too, but they usually mark the 333.
Yeah. Well, sorry, Sean.
Hey, consistency is the best policy, right? Elliott Milk here sitting on 239 can put some pressure on the 154. He is not going to put as much on as he wants. Cannot leave a finish. Best he can do is 159. He does do that, which is the lowest number that you cannot go out on in 3 darts with double out.
I must reiterate, I'm so happy that we're going to probably play the finals on this board too, because
oh yeah,
there's no way we can put it in there without our camera getting blocked on the other board.
correct.
Big triple there.
Yeah, all he can do is set it up though.
Yeah, that 159 is a bogey, so
82
unfortunate.
left. Looked at the bullseye there, and Kevin has been way off left and right on his bull attempts the past few rounds. Both diddles, I think, were his 2 worst of the day. And that 6 was, by his standards, not close.
14-20 for tops
See
here.
if Michelle, the closer, can take out
Ooh.
2. That's wired. It would have been a 2-0 victory.
Oh, all over the place, Will.
All right, Marlies is not going to get a dart at it. Leaves 48, so now she can throw it either the 8 or the 16. Going to take the time to talk it over with her partner, what you want, what you prefer. That wasn't it, as a bust happens instead. Does hit the 76 out, though. If this was soft tip, not double out, that would have been perfect. Tops here for Joe Hedrick for the match to make the finals here of mixed trios.
Ooh.
You're not going to get much better of an opportunity there. But Elliott, some work to do here with 76 with the bust from his partner.
Oh.
75, not what he looked at here. Does he go 25 for bull? That's an awkward 25, but he's going to get a dart at the leg here. Has to go.
Way around it.
With Yaz behind him, yeah, that flighted hard off of there.
Mm-hmm.
Almost an impossible dart. Someone of his height might have been the only thing that would have had an advantage there. Yaz gets it, dart 1, 2-0 victory.
Good stuff. I think that's going to be the Ohio crew, honestly. I think Michelle's got it. I don't know where she's from, but I know Yaz and Joe I'm pretty sure Joe's from Ohio because he reps the Ohio State stuff all the time.
There you go.
So we'll call them the Ohio crew.
Well, they are the first finalist here in this one. Shout out to Michelle Eagley, who we're probably still pronouncing her name wrong, but she did the double 18 and leg 1 looked like she had done it 100 times and had a look at the
She had
winning
some
dart.
really good-looking darts. I mean, straight in, no left to the right movement at all, just right where she's going.
Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Now's the time to hit that share button. The next matchup, the second semifinal, is a monster, to say the least. Callie West, Leonard Gates, and Danny Lobby Jr. taking on Trish Grezik, Larry Butler, and Alex Spellman.
Ooh.
Alex Spellman, the most famous guy in darts right now.
Yeah.
In the U.S. with his victory championship on ESPN yesterday, and then comes over, and now he's in the semifinals today in steel tip. Not too many people can accomplish that. He might be the only one, obviously. He's definitely the only one to ever do both those things currently. He's playing with American legend dart player Larry Butler, who's still throwing class darts and has been doing it for a legendary amount of time. And, of course, they're going up against Danny Lobby Jr., who's played in 2 World Darts Championships, 2 World Cup of Darts, represented, he's a Continental Cup champion. And his partner, Leonard Gates, who's playing in the World Darts Championship for the first time this year, played in the WDF World Championship this past year. And, of course, we'd be remiss if we didn't mention the ladies. Callie West and Trish Grezik are arguably 2 of the top 3 female dart players in the country. So this is going to be impressive.
Sorry about that, Sean.
What you doing?
Oh, doing some quick edits on the little walkthrough video that we're trying to pull up for you guys. So when we do these events, we love bringing the extra content like the interviews and the walkthrough videos, but that content's got to be created, unfortunately, and someone's got to do it.
And unfortunately, he's the only one that can do it. So he has to do that. He is also the only camera operator between the two of us. He's probably the better commentator, too.
No. By far not. I hate my commentary. Let's be honest.
So, yeah. This is quite the lineup here, guys. The winner of this one will be taking on Michelle Eagley, Joe Hedrick, and Kevin Yazinchek in the finals. So this is our second semifinal. Leonard kicking the board a few times just to ruin the camera. There we go. That is Soldier Leonard Gates.
I've been noticing the Aki kind of tends to slide just a touch the one way, so that's what they're fixing there.
There is Danny Lobby Jr., who will throw with a pace that might shock you from time to time. He doesn't put a lot of time into all three darts, but he has memorized everything so perfectly. He does everything on purpose, whatever he's shooting at. He does not typically stop to think about outs very often unless he's thinking, do I want to try this crazy out or not? Like with 76 left and going double 19, double 19.
Ooh, thunder. A little thunder in the background here.
You've been thunderstruck.
Wow, terrible, absolutely terrible.
Thank you, guys. I'll be here all weekend. We are in Nashville after all. I'm trying to, make a second career. There's Trish Grezik, just getting on stage. Again, both ladies sponsored by Cosmo Darts. Callie also sponsored by A to Z Darts and Magic Wear.
Oh, yeah.
Family companies of USA Darts Productions.
Yeah, big supporters of USA Darts, too, is Robin and Callie, so love seeing that. Thank you.
Trish is Canadian, so she likes to say sorry.
I was going to say sorry. What'd you say? We're terrible people.
No, she does do a brilliant job as a CDC scorer and referee, board official.
Yeah, she really does.
She will actually be with us this weekend.
We were talking about that. Last night I believe actually about
it probably
on air.
It seems like it sounds loud. The thunder, to even the players, they're all reacting to the sound when they're hearing it. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just thinking about that. I could agree. And I wonder how much ceiling space we actually got on this bad boy.
There is the now world famous Alex Spellman.
Let me go tell Trish and all them real quick.
Okay. Oh, you mean the? Yep. Oh wait, I guess they're on a different board, so they don't really need that extra part of the spiel. When you were looking at the bracket today, I can tell you this: you saw these two teams, and you thought both two teams might be favorites to win. So this is going to be a heck of a semifinal battle. There's Alex Spellman in the black, the taller gentleman there with his beard. ESPN bull shooter champion. So he's the only person to hold that title currently. First to do that. ESPN athlete. Up for player of the year for ESPN awards. ESPY. He could win an ESPY for his work on the Ocho yesterday. That's a Sphinx on the back of his jersey, correct?
Yeah, that's what that is. It's a
So is his
Spellman?
nickname Sphinx?
No, I think it's just part of I think Spellman, and they were kind of thinking of that little aspect of it. I think honestly, his jersey
Oh, it's so cool.
is a brilliant design.
Beautiful.
And I mean, kind of a rival company, let's be honest, with Magic Wear and stuff like that.
David
but at the same
says,
time,
no, it's his dog, and then someone else says, no, it's Anubis, and then he loves his dog. This is all from the experts.
okay,
Those are my sources. Those sources are Paul and
but it's kind
and
of
David.
shaped like that.
I named my sources.
And I think Sphinxes were Egyptian, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Old school. Yeah,
For sure.
So that's what you would think that is, but no, I think it's one of the best jersey designs out there right now. That is by far one of the top of my list.
Yep. There's Trish. Trish Grezik has an absolutely fantastic throw. You want to talk about textbook for someone
Always follows
minus
through.
the zero backstroke, which it's just tough to not have a backstroke at all. But just the way she just fires it forward.
Well, you can even say that about Spellman. I mean, Spellman's got a nice looking throw too.
Oh, I mean,
Money,
beautiful.
just smooth. Looks relaxed.
We have been told that when his dart shakes a little bit in his hand, that's actually him relaxed, and he throws well that way.
Yeah, that's hard to believe, isn't it?
I don't know how he does it. He actually even said yesterday that he hates that he does it because he hates thinking that he hates insinuating to his opponent that he's nervous.
Yeah, I mean, that could be kind of the thing. Any show or any tell can be appetizing to your opponent.
Yep.
Just a reminder, we're just still taking our warm-up darts here. For those that are wondering, where's the board at?
Yeah, they got at least 35 back, or 35 left, maybe 40.
Very well could be. I think we're missing still Larry.
Come on, Lair Bear.
He could be trying to find the thermostat still.
He was trying to dig for that thermostat.
I did come around and I thought he was.
Yep.
He did have like a hold of something. You were like, he broke it down. He had the thermostat in his
I
hand.
mean, listen, he made a fantastic point. He was like, I know last year there wasn't air conditioning, but I'd like it to be just a touch warmer in here. Maybe suffer from hypothermia without that. I'm not joking, guys. I have nicknamed this the Igloo. First of all, it's a dome-shaped building, so that works. But also, it is freezing cold in here.
I'm pretty sure Sean brought out the long johns for this one.
Oh, I'm wearing my warmest stuff without wearing my sweatshirt.
Pulling out the beanie here in a moment.
Cole Adelman asking, hey guys, just curious, who do I talk to about possibly getting you guys to come to an event?
Oh, cool. So you can reach out to us on our Facebook page via Messenger, or you can go to usadarts.live, and you can check out our live streaming schedule as well as get I think it says contact us. I think we changed it to contact us instead of get a free quote today.
They're trying to flag down Larry, who is not paying attention, obviously.
So yeah, reach out via there. We'd love to hear what you're thinking. I mean, we talked to someone about possibly an Alabama event too, so that would be fun.
Oh, never
yeah,
mind.
we're always wanting to go around the country. So
Soldiers ordering drinks, I think.
he could be being a third baseman coach. That's third base coach right there. That's that's Larry.
Angels in the outfield. He sees the Angels, guys. My money is on Soldier, Lobby, and Cali now. He has seen the Angels. They're going to help him in this match.
Oh my goodness. Classic
I love
movie.
how full screen that was.
Danny Glover in his finest acting.
I love that movie, man, when I was a kid.
Next thing you know, we're going to be talking about Air Bud here.
Oh, yeah. Luke says Red Bull. Yep, he wants Red Bull because it gives you wings. That's the universal sign for Red Bull.
Yeah. Definitely playing third base coach there.
Played professional baseball. before becoming a professional dart player.
And that's the thing about
A pitcher.
I don't know if if you're familiar with the baseball system, which, let's be honest, you're American, you probably are familiar with the baseball system. The farm system and the minor leagues, I mean, you can really get caught up in that thing, and
forever.
I mean, yeah, I mean to even touch a major league field is something to be said, and I think only a handful of people do it compared to how many professional baseball athletes there are. So, yeah, Gates was once a part of that. Now he's turned his career into a darts career, similar to Gerwin Price.
Soldier's relaxed as he's singing.
If he's singing and if he's
dancing around,
you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, Robert Slade makes a very excellent inference. He said he's trying to get the eagle to land on stage. Of course, we're waiting on our sixth player, Mr. Larry Butler.
He's probably
if anyone can't
got security
they've
around
been waiting
him right
for
now.
like 30 minutes. What? This is when you just accomplish what you were supposed to do in that 30 minutes.
Yep. Maybe we should just let him go ahead and play. We'd have been playing a finals by now. But nah, come on, this is an appetizing affair.
Oh, this is fantastic. 200 people with us here on USA Darts Facebook page.
Holy wow. Look at that guy.
Look at that.
Haru. 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 I'm going to tell him he broke it.
Now they're doing a little directing of other things here. I think everyone's looking around like, we're ready. Everyone's ready. We're all ready. Hey, you ready? I'm ready. You ready? I'm ready. So waiting on Larry? Yep.
Yep.
Sure are. Well, hey, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick since Larry's not back yet. And as soon as that person leaves, then Larry comes up on stage. And it just becomes a constant thing. That's why tournaments are behind a little bit.
Just
typically.
a little. But that's all right. That's all right. We're going to figure it out here. I'm going to.
Fun fact, I'm sure both these gentlemen are in men's doubles. It's supposed to have started 30 minutes ago. So I'm sure they're holding that bracket currently, which is what I was inferring earlier. When you have back-to-back-to-back events where it's men's-specific events or women's-specific events, it's just going to push those behind a little bit. The women's singles will start on time, but the women's doubles might not.
We can see they may try to start a couple of them, but it just depends on where they're at in the bracket, too. I mean, if they're at the very get-go of things, it can be a nightmare to try to catch up, but some of these players, and I'm sure what will be their doubles partners, let's be honest, they can run through a bracket pretty quick if they want to.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, that is for sure.
There ain't no doubt about it.
But I'm excited. Tomorrow is mostly cricket events on the schedule tomorrow, which is going to be an interesting
good warm up for our CSC Challenger Series,
which will be absolutely the next night.
The next night. We're just going nonstop almost.
Yeah,
here.
I don't know if we've announced that first match, have we?
Well, let's go ahead and announce it here. I think it's going to be.
Are we allowed to?
Yeah, of course.
You're the boss.
Well, Mr. Dr. Handsome, we got Johnny Lackey taking on Nick Selepic.
Yep, that will be our first live streamed match of the CSC Challenger Series, and I think it's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, that's going to be, well, actually, you can view it right here. We're going to be dual streaming to USA Darts as well as the PPD, Partners Promoting Darts page. So something we're doing, a little additive value is we're going to pick up that on our USA Darts page because we think it's definitely worthwhile to stream because the amount of money involved in that thing.
Yeah, $4,000 to first place in Division I.
And there's our defending champion right there in Leonard Gates. There he is.
Larry Legend is reached his perch. The eagle has landed. I like his jersey.
Yeah, that's good too.
That's snazzy. I like that one a lot. That's probably my favorite jersey that I've seen him wear. Can someone let us know where we can get our Larry Butler jerseys that look like that? Those things are sweet. You need to sell those. There are a few dart players currently in the room or in any room that I absolutely would appreciate autographs from. Larry Legend's definitely one of those guys.
All right, it looks like we're getting underway here. We'll pull up our diddle here. Red bit for Laube. Green bit for Spellman, so.
Well, if that's not a warm-up to what we're about to see, I don't know what is. This could be the best match of the day.
Well, here we go, folks. This is the final.
Semifinal, number 2.
Oh, semifinal. Yeah, my apologies. Final. Get out of here, Will.
Well, it has been 45 minutes since the last semifinal, so I can understand your. See, Alex's dart lays very flat into the dartboard. Alex Spellman in the CDC this year has been, and I'm not joking, the player who's had the highest average in multiple events of the season, and I think his best finish is top 8. He has just gotten unlucky draws. He's had people, he's averaged over 100, and they've averaged 101. I mean, Alex just gets everyone's best, it seems. So it was really cool to see him break through yesterday. His game has improved drastically to where I think Gordon said it best yesterday. He went from a player that could compete in any room that he walked into to a player that could win in any room that he walked into.
Well, I think this is the telltale sign, too, is if you look at the top 4 in Joe Chaney, Alex Spellman, Kevin Luke, and Randy Fern.
Yep.
2 of those individuals are predominantly steel tip players.
I would
Alex
argue,
Spellman and Joe.
3.
Well, Kevin.
Yep.
Kevin does play a lot of soft. That's why
Yeah.
I was saying that. So I don't really consider him predominantly steel because he tends to jump on that grand board a lot and
Right.
G3 and whatnot too. But that format did favor a steel tip player.
Oh, I
With the split
I
bull.
100% agree
Yeah.
with you. I think we said that actually
Yeah.
on the bull shooting podcast.
Look at this.
Soldier looking to fill it up. A 140 out of him. Definitely has the best scoring power of any player in the room. His flaw can be his math from time to time and his setups, but when he is on and his scoring power is where it typically stands, it does not matter if he needs multiple rounds to set up. He'll still win in 12 or 15 darts.
Hey, real quick, big shout out to the Greater Nashville Darting Association for having us out for this event.
Oh, it's been wonderful.
Yeah, it's been great. First time here for Music City. I'm thoroughly impressed. Won't be the last time, that's for sure, whether it's playing or streaming.
Well, there you go. We know it's streaming.
Hey, you never know.
That's true.
You never know.
All right, guys. Alex Spellman, 146 remaining. Gonna go down to the 19s. Gonna leave himself 32. Oh, that is so upset at that dart. Guys, that dart is only about a ½ inch away from the treble, or the double there, and he's that upset about it. He thinks that that's a mile away, because that's what it feels like to him. Soldier almost hits the double 9, but gonna get another dart at double 16. Gets it on dart 3.
Subtle fist bump there, too.
I mean, that's a huge hole to throw. They diddle every leg.
I'll go ahead and take the duties here.
Drags it out of the bowl. Unexpected there. But it blocks Danny a touch, but never mind. Danny just throws it right over the top, like nonchalant.
You see Danny's gone back to his old darts?
Is he?
Yeah, have you seen that? Check this out.
I have not.
Get a little trip 20 action, or look at the 20.
Oh, yeah. Those are the Cujos.
Yep. Oops. Wrong one.
Thank you to the scorekeeper.
Yeah, thank you to her,
Still
I guess.
there. All right.
Hey, we're dealing with a couple new button pushes
We
this
always
weekend.
appreciate our board officials / scorers for each match. And we just like to highlight their features up close.
Oh,
can.
Will. Terrible. Big trip 20 there.
Soldier finds 2 of them. Oh, he loves the way that those first 2 darts lay. His darts lay a little bit flatter too. And if it's at the bottom wire of the trip 20, that's his best chances at hitting a 180. Larry's starting down at the bottom. He did that yesterday too. Paid off for him quite well yesterday overall. Had some great runs. One of the higher scores yesterday throughout the average of everything.
Trish. Ooh, using those Jinx Yomi Coke. Using those 23-gram steel tips now. You said she was using converters yesterday with her softs.
No, she was just flights. The flights.
Oh,
were
the flights.
Yeah.
Okay, different flights. Okay. So I thought you said she was using converters, but yeah, it surprised me at the ADA when she elected to play in a soft tip event.
Yeah, she had a tough time really feeling out her steel tip again after that last weekend, because she throws obviously a different weighted dart, but she throws different flights. Throws speed flights for soft tip, and for her steel she throws kites. But the kites feel like they're dragging if you're used to speed, based on the size of the darts and the drag against the air. Uh-oh.
Well, that's funky. Maybe having to change laptops.
Is it charging or no? No?
Yeah, it's charging.
Okay, then we're good.
Yeah.
I don't still think it was plugged in all the way.
May just be a bad connection. Sorry about that, folks.
They were just talking out loud, like no one else is here.
just you know, a couple hundred.
Great first start from Trish. Going to put a lot of pressure on this ton. Ideally. 124 left. Danny, tops. He looked at tops there. Will leave 40 for Soldier, but will he get a look at it, or will Alex Spellman take out this 124 and tie it up? Trip 18 for the bowl. You have a scammer.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Stays there, leaves 32, just in case Soldier unable to take out tops. Tops, one of his favorite numbers. That's a fine dart for him. There it is, dart 2, a 2-0 victory for Danny Lobby Jr., Leonard Gates, and Callie West. As soon as he gave that Angels in the outfield motion, I knew the Angels were going to be with him.
Well, there's the winner chicken dinner, huh? So
Semi-final winner chicken dinner.
We got a finals here. Looks like.
Heyo. Finals coming up next, guys. Michelle Eagley, Joe Hedrick, and Kevin Yazinchek taking on Callie West, Leonard Gates, and Danny Lobby Jr. The winning team will win $840. Losers $420.
All right.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Well, we got that finals coming our way here next, folks. Hang on to your seats. Don't go anywhere.
We'll be right back.
Literally, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with this exciting final.
Yep, it's not going to be long.
The Ohio crew taking on Gates, Lobby, and West next on USA Darts.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how.
We can definitely help with that. We're usadartsproduction, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you, whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to usadartsproduction.com.
So in preparation for a recent event, I put this board to the test with 4 to 6 hours of practice per week for a month straight. This gave me an opportunity to see how this board holds up, as well as give you all that honest opinion you've been waiting for. After just a few throws, I was able to tell that this board was a touch softer than popular brands I've used in the past. Admittedly, this had me a little scared, thinking this would lead to a fairly quick wear down. Instead, after a week, I was still at the point where I felt the board did not need to be rotated. Overall, after a month and around 20 hours of play, I was thoroughly surprised by how well this board held up. Yes, there was some aesthetic wear and tear, but I do feel there was a decrease in the amount of bounce that I had, which I directly contributed to the board's softness. For me, this is a winner for both new and experienced players who like to put their hours in. Alrighty folks, don't forget we're your partner in darts. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how.
We can definitely help with that. We're usadarts.com, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you.
Check.
Whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to AZ.
All right, guys, to give you a quick update, they are warming up right now for the finals here of mixed triples 601 single in double out Music City Classic. Kevin Yazinchek and Joe Hedrick throwing with Michelle. How's it going? And they are taking on Leonard Gates, Danny Lobby Jr., and Callie West here in the finals. And to update you guys on the men's doubles bracket that's been posted, kind of a tough draw for all four of these gentlemen, as they could find them playing each other in the top 16. It's kind of a tough break, as both teams one of the favorites here. So stay with us. We'll be right back after everyone's ready to go. All right, guys, welcome back. We are live here, USA Darts Productions. I'm Sean Green, the play-by-play commentator, joined by Will Stewart, your man on the cameras, doing all the production stuff. If anything messes up, it's all his fault, except for the way I say things.
Well,
I'll own those, just barely.
just barely.
Those might be your fault, too. But we are live here in Nashville, Tennessee, at the Sonesta Nashville Airport, a.k.a. the Igloo, for its pillow-like structure and freezing cold temperatures inside this building. Will just bundled up more.
I'm telling you, I had to just like, last night I had the hood on. I might go hoodie.
We might be
go
cuddling
hood up.
later on tonight if things stay this way.
We already did. What are you talking about?
Well, that was while we were sleeping. Different scenario. Anyway, for the finals here that we're going to probably try to restream, and that's on there, the two finalists, great mixed triple teams of Leonard Gates, Danny Lobby Jr., and Callie West taking on the Ohio group of Joe Hedrick, Kevin Yasenchek, and Michelle
Egley.
Egley.
Egley. Yep. So we will go ahead and reintroduce ourselves, by the way, at some point right before they start so that we can actually cut this.
I'm Sean Green, your play-by-play commentator, joined by William Stewart.
Not yet.
Owner, operator, producer, everything else you can think of.
They may be looking for their match.
Did they break something? I almost said that they broke something. That's exactly what I almost said.
I think they may be looking
That
for
would've
their
been my fault.
match.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us. Let us know where you are watching from. We are live streaming around the world here on Facebook and YouTube. Hit that share button. Let everyone know that this finals is about to happen. Race to 2. You can see the talent level that is on that stage. I've never seen Will sprint that quickly in my entire existence of knowing him. He's trying not to act like he's out of breath. He's breathing very nonchalantly, but he's really tired. This is where Will turns into tournament director. I didn't even say that as one of his jobs. Danny Baggish watching from England. Danny, let me be the 80,000th person to congratulate you for qualifying for the World Series finals. That was quite the round robin you had to go through, or board you had to go through to qualify. Well done, sir. Love it. Love seeing 3 North Americans in that bad boy. One of them on this stage currently, Leonard Gates, will be there as well. But I know you guys will represent well. You guys always do. Matt Campbell was the 3rd qualifier. Sarah Hedrick tuned in from Ohio. I'm going to guess related to Joe. Sorry, that seems unfortunate. But a fantastic human being. Will's not back to show you the board, so we're just going to guess on who wins the diddle. Danny's, that was definitely in the double. Kevin did not win the diddle. I'm going to go ahead and guess based on his entire body language there. But we are getting ready to go. Danny will get us started. We're going to guess score lines here until Will returns. Probably forgot that he left it on this screen. Again, this is entirely Will's fault. I don't want any blame for this whatsoever. And I do not accept responsibility for it. Kevin, unfortunately, a tough start there. Who knows? Danny started off with a 140. That's a pleasant surprise. And Kevin actually had a 79. Not a terrible score. Look at this. This is a different order of play.
Sorry about that, man.
Oh, hey, bud.
So I ran out there because somehow or another the middle board and this board got changed. So they different board numbers, so they didn't get called. They didn't see their names. So when I went up there and fixed it, And Ray was going in there to refix it. I was like, I know you're good. So I ran up there. And by the time I got back, they were already starting. Jason Watt was there yelling at me, "You better run!"
I already told the viewing audience that was the fastest I've seen you sprint in a long time.
Oh, man. So we got young Connor Olson hanging out with us in the background.
Sitting next to us. I've been just talking to him like he had a microphone on this whole time, and I'm sure it annoyed the entire viewing audience.
We're going to get him on the mic here sooner rather than later, so looking forward to having that combo, or you two having that combo.
That's going to be great.
We might have to do a little interview, too. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the size difference there is going to be immaculate. You're going to have to do that one. I don't want people to really see how big I am. California tuning in. Detroit, Casper, Wyoming.
Gary tuning in from Casper, or Mindy tuning in from Casper?
Gary.
Gary, Mr. Gary Brooks.
Aaron Jackson, Indiana, tune in with us. Miss Aaron's son has battled a lot in his life early on, Levi. So we are Levi Strong in Indiana.
Good mention there.
Michael Wallace saying, "What's up, fellas? What is up?" This is the finals here of the mixed triples 601 single in double out tournament. Started at 9 a.m.
10 a.m.
10
10 a.m.
So not too long of a tournament at all here.
Joe changed his darts.
Did he from the last time we saw him?
Yeah, he did.
He's Peter writing it today?
He is Peter writing it. I believe
it's a bold
that's a
move,
different
Cotton.
set.
We'll see if it pays off for him.
That is a different set.
The Peter
different flights for sure.
The Peter writing it darts has great cover on it, but Danny Lobby Jr. made that look simple. 84 goes out in 2.
Real easy right there.
I mean, how impressive is it to average this high of an average on a team where you're throwing once every math darts?
I mean, that's the thing about it. When every time you're coming to the board,
once every 15
yeah,
darts.
Yeah. That's why I'm always impressed when they say, like, Jacob Taylor only plays 1,001 five-man team up there in Newfoundland.
Right.
What? How is he that good?
How do you get any rhythm whatsoever?
Is that a 180? No, 140. Good start from Lauby.
Yeah, that's actually the second time in a row starting off with a big 140. But Kevin's trying to add to that a 180. Boom goes the dynamite.
Good shot there to fill it up.
Says, anything you can do, I can do better. Soldier
do the same.
finding the trip 20. Might have to rotate this board after this match. But a terrible second and third darts right on the wires of other trip 20s. That was an unfortunate result. How interesting is this lineup decisions for them? Michelle going second, Joe going third on the team.
Yeah, that is a little bit different, isn't it?
Tell me the reasoning for that. Is that to see if, by numbers wise, that would be Joe shooting first at the out instead of Michelle? Is that possible?
I don't know, because that's definitely a change from the last time. Maybe they could be just a team that's like whatever too. You never know. Some people are like that. An old whatever mentality.
Tony says Joe keeps 2 sets in his hand of darts, which is true. So there you go. They are different darts too. Look at that. Joe carries 6 darts in his hand at all times, and he was throwing both sets there.
Okay.
Which was weird. And they don't look like the same dart either.
That is crazy. I did notice that.
I would never in my life be able to do that consistently.
Especially at 6 darts like that. I did notice that at Cherry Bomb that he was holding 6 darts, and I found it odd, but, you know, Canadians or lots of Canadian players hold chalk or Expo marker or something like that. Even some older players from the U.S.
Soldier is starting out the right way there on the 262, because 72 plus a 20 would have left the 170 finish. A big stab on that last dart. Unfortunately, does not leave a finish, though. And again, Michelle has been so impressive.
She's got that old, you see her closing the one eye?
Yeah. I think she's just making sure, see where that second dart was located there. But Callie a chance to put a lot of pressure on the 119. It's a great recovery shot. One below there. Yep.
85.
119 is a tough out, but like we said, Joe going third gives him the opportunity to look at it. Gets the trip on the first dart.
62.
He's going to get a look at the bullseye here to tie this up. Is this going to be the most brilliant lineup move of all time? It's one of the Orangins. Oh!
You see,
Just a bit outside. And Danny will stare down this 98. Tops. Yeah, that was the look. Interesting way to go about 98.
a lot of players using tops or double as their friend now.
I'm going to say it. I really hate that route on 98.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
'Cause if
I
you
like
hit
the trip.
You have to still, you're only going to get one dart at it either way. But Yaz makes him pay for it. Takes it out. 1-1 score line here. Race to 2. This is the finals. And it is, they do measure. So that might be close enough to where they're going to redo it. Yep.
Yeah, they may just choose to be like, let's just go ahead.
This could last for hours. It might last for hours.
Ooh, just underneath.
But his dart pitches up so high that is an extreme blocker. That might be the perfect dart for this. Oh. Just kidding. That is for sure. Yes.
Dirty.
Just goes double bull. I keep forgetting how great these players are at darts. Averaging as teams 83 and 81, which, again, was comparable to the men's pro singles 501 last night. Yes, before that dart even landed on the board, knew that was pulled.
Oh,
you can tell he's
good
feeling
recovery.
It. Great cover shots.
119 scored there from Yazanchek.
Danny only 60. He started off 140, 140, both legs. Unfortunately, unable to match that there.
And those first two darts were actually decent markers. You felt like that was going to fall into the triple with that last dart, but unfortunate there. And more unfortunate for Michelle here. She finds 2 5s.
Michelle Egley, this is the first time I've seen any type of pressure shown, but she then just adjusts perfectly to hit a trip 20 on dart 3. What a cover.
How about this? This is the finals, folks. 83 average, 81 average. As this is everything we imagined it would be. And look at this from Gates.
Stacks it to a 140. Beautiful looking darts there. Here's Joe Hedrick. One of the most personable human beings I think I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
And
I went out there.
Only gets 41.
I went out there and I said, you can stand on one wherever you want us, man. You're the man with the plan. I said, dude, no, I just want to make sure you guys are comfortable. He's like, I'm just happy to be up here on your stream.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Callie only gets 41. You can see Joe actually has a Trinidad logo on his jersey, so he must be sponsored by them.
Yeah, he's sponsored by Condor Trinidad.
Yeah, we knew he was throwing those flights, but Danny gets 2 in the trip 20, big 140 there. So just did it in a different order of his throws. Michelle really not going to be happy with that first dart. She's been pretty consistent overall until this last leg. Those are by far her 3 worst darts that we've seen her throw on stream. And Soldier a chance to set up here at 220. He would love a 180 now. Oh, an unfortunate deflection into the 1. Probably the worst dart he could have thrown there.
Right.
To leave 99. That is not an easy combination for Callie to come up to. Joe does leave a finish, though. 150 will be left for Yaz, actually. Callie, does she go tops here or trip 20 double 10?
Ooh, that's the question. I think she's going trip.
Yeah. I like that idea with the first dart in the 19. Ooh, she almost did exactly 99.
Yeah, dropped it low.
So this 150, I think, has to go with Danny coming up with tops left. That's a great first dart. One more of those would be nice.
I was wondering if he was going to stay there or go to the 18s. I think staying there was the right choice. I mean,
he almost killed himself there with his third dart. Threw it up in the air, almost stabbed himself right in the head.
Here's Blvd, double tops for the win.
Double 10. His favorite double is this one. And he doesn't hit it. And I think everyone is shocked. And I got to be honest, I like Michelle in this spot.
Well, young Connor Olson is definitely shocked as we hear the in the background from him.
Now I'm a little bit less hesitant to like Michelle's opportunity here. Went the trip 19, hits it. Gonna get a look.
There we go.
Double 14. I'm so impressed that she got a dart at it after that first dart.
I'm more impressed with the kid sitting next to me that just called it out. Double 14 right afterwards.
Yeah, I definitely just relied on him for the math there. That was not myself. As top corner pocket for Leonard Gates. Soldier takes it down. The champions of the mixed triple 601, Leonard Gates, Danny Lobby Jr., and Callie West. Soldier didn't have long without a win.
Shout out to Clayana Brandon, too. Actually, Jason Brandon's daughter who chalked that match.
Amazing. I love that.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, there it is, folks. Your finals of mixed trips. Gates, Lobby, West.
Danny Baggish said, Gates shooting 18 on 262 just made me love him more, and I agree. I agree so much. It made my heart melt. That he went the right way at it.
There we go. Actually, congrats to you, Danny, as you're in here. We want to mention that.
I already did.
Job well done. Job well done. I'm telling you, good to see you have a good week on the tour.
That's a great finals, guys. And again, tonight's today's action is not over with at all. Men's doubles 501 single in double out is happening right now. A lot of great players and teams.
I'll be right up here. We're going to get a couple pictures, and I'm going to bring some alcohol.
Well,
all right.
Turned up at the wrong time.
He said some weird last name, I think.
Something weird.
Akamal, I think.
Akamal.
Can't really tell with that accent.
All righty, folks. Well, hang tight. We'll be back with more action here momentarily.
Men's doubles.
Yeah, men's doubles coming your way next on USA Darts. Thanks for being here.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how.
We can definitely help with that. We're usadartsproduction, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you, whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to usadartsproduction.
So in preparation for a recent event, I put this board to the test with 4 to 6 hours of practice per week for a month straight. This gave me an opportunity to see how this board holds up, as well as give you all that honest opinion you've been waiting for. After just a few throws, I was able to tell that this board was a touch softer than popular brands I've used in the past. Admittedly, this had me a little scared, thinking this would lead to a fairly quick wear down. Instead, after a week, I was still at the point where I felt the board did not need to be rotated. Overall, after a month and around 20 hours of play, I was thoroughly surprised by how well this board held up. Yes, there was some aesthetic wear and tear, but I do feel there was a decrease in the amount of bounce that I had, which I directly contributed to the board's softness. For me, this is a winner for both new and experienced players who like to put their hours in. Alrighty folks, don't forget we're your partner in darts. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how.
We can definitely help with that. We're usadarts.com, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you, whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to usadarts.com.
Guys, I have to make a comment here. And it's hilarious how this is just a live look at Ray. Ray up, way up close. Funniest thing ever. It's almost like we'll like trap him there, like on purpose. This is the funniest thing ever. All right, I know I'm talking over the music, but I had to say something. All right, guys, just letting you know they are getting ready to do this Beat the Bot challenge. Here in just a second, and then we will have the finals of the CDC Evolution Tour, event number 8, featuring Joey Lanaw taking on Seth Stefano. But before that, this bot challenge, so listen in, and hopefully you understand what's going on.
Hey, you got good bring the music down just a little bit. It's going to be something we're going to do a little special. We're going to do this a couple of times this weekend. So we're going to try something new this year. We're going to do the Music City Dart Connect Challenge. You're going to challenge the bot. And everybody in the room that's been that's signed in, or if you've registered, you're already in the drawing. So we had a random generizer. We're going to pull it up, and you're going to play 12. You're going to play for $100. So one leg to 501 for $100. And Robert's going to hit the old generator over there. Chuck going. You busy? You playing right now? Come on up here. I need you to bring that surly attitude you got too. And I'm even going to chalk for you. I don't know if that's good or bad. If that's good luck or bad luck. We're going to let Chuck play.
Looks like they called the gentleman up here, and they're going to do
it's 501, one game
versus the dart bot.
The 12.
Yeah, the level 12 dart bot.
Which
so.
I practice against the 6 and lose half the time, so I can only imagine this is the dart bot's going to go out in 12 darts or less. Right?
See what happens. Yep, we'll see what happens here.
So I hope Chuck is really good.
The pressure is added here. Let's go ahead and take a look here on our dart board. He steps up.
He is challenging you for dad fit of the year.
He very much is. Let me tell you what.
Especially with the phone holster. See that thing on his hip?
Hey, that's a good looking piece there, bud.
Oh, look at that. The Dark Connect bot gets a 41. That'll be the last time that happens. And 91 scored there from Chuck on the first round. And it gets a ton.
Ray's calling out the scores, too.
I love this.
This
Ray
is a little
do
fun.
This the whole time. Why isn't he just doing this the whole time? That's the change we need to this bad boy. We need a caller. Just imagine being on an outside board and having to hear that every time as you're shooting. There'd be so many complaints. 60, still ahead against the Dark Connect bot. We didn't think that there was any hope whatsoever that this was going to be even close. Ooh, a 140 from it, though. Oh, the pressure might be getting to Chuck here. Oh, never mind. Chuck don't care. Chuck gets 85 anyway.
Chuck's like, come on now. He does leave a bogey, 165. So does the DC bot get? Yeah, nice Shanghai look.
He's averaging 84 against this Dark Connect bot on stage by himself in this with pressure-filled kind of moment.
Well, look at this.
He's kind of performing.
There's a pretty good crowd looking at this right now.
Pretty good. It's everyone has stopped what they are doing, even if they're playing. Joe Chaney's back there, ESPN athlete.
This is entertaining, actually.
Jason Brandon's standing right there watching along, our match play champion. He's going to go look at the 1, 2, 3. Not anymore, though. Trip 7 leaves 102. Can't take it out.
You got to imagine this is getting checked out here in 2 or 3. 60 score.
I can tell you right now, I think that the tournament directors are hoping so.
$100 on the line right here.
And got it in 3.
18
Last
dart leg.
counts. Yeah, that was that'll be the worst score the Dart Connect 12 shoots today, but even still, hats off to Chuck for making it pretty close and average 71.
Yeah,
That's
that was
not
fun.
bad at all. That's pretty darn good.
That was fun. There we go, folks.
That was more fun than I could have imagined it being.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we were kind of you were the one that was kind of questioning it there for a second.
I was skeptical
Let's be honest.
for a good hot second.
That was actually entertaining. There we go. Well, I think we might do another one of those or 2 of those down the road. So, but it looks like we're gonna have our Evo Tour final here. Seth
Say
Stefano?
emo because it's
Evo,
Seth? Oh.
Evo, because of Seth Evo. I told him he's got that Backstreet's Back look going here.
Hey, he's just now getting into his J. Beebs phase. No, Seth, a very talented 19-year-old from Ohio. No, he's 20 now. 20-year-old from Ohio, taking on 20-year-old Joey Lenaw. Joey, again, has been a freight train in the Evolution Tour this season. He has won 5 out of the 7 events, and I believe he's made every final as well, if I'm not mistaken, which is just honestly ridiculous. You would think that no matter how good you are. Seth Stefano, this is his first final that I've seen him in this year for the Evolution Tour. He's kind of he's had a little bit of a slack year, but again, practicing with Gavin Nickel, who we saw in the first final against Joey, and take him the distance. Seth has been practicing, and Seth has the scoring power to average above 90. Seth actually won a CDC main tour event last year. He was event number 6 or event number 5 champion. Joey again sitting in 9th place. Cole asking, what's the Evo Tour? You have to be under the age of 23 by a certain date and at least 10 by a certain date to be able to qualify for the Evolution Tour.
Yeah, they have the 2 youth tours, the junior and the Evolution.
Yep. And the Evolution actually gives away 4 spots, 2 USA and 2 Canadian spots for the Youth World Championships in England.
Well, here we go, folks. The final, Seth Stefano versus Joey Lenaw in this Evolution Tour event number 8. William Stuart here alongside me, Mr. Seth Green. Sean Green. Seth Green.
Well, redo it. No, I'm kidding.
First time I've done that one.
Wow.
Seth Green.
Wowzers.
Austin
Call
Powers.
me Dirachi.
Austin Powers just came into my mind.
Oh, my goodness. So Seth actually had one match where he averaged in the high 50s. Other than that, though, his average has been a 70 for the event. First 9, 83.94 is very nice. Has 180, 22-ton plus or higher rounds. Joey Lenaw averaging 76.36, a little bit lower than he was at in the last Evolution Tour event. But you know that these averages are going to be pretty special here in the final.
Well, that's weird.
His first 9 is around the same. His average finish a little bit lower than most of the field. Again, he has a tendency to kind of aim at his doubles instead of just throw them. You'll see he is very nonchalant for the most part. We don't have a scoreboard up there, right?
Yeah, I popped it up there and it was different.
Okay.
So I don't know
We'll
what
get you the
happened
scoreboard back here in just a second.
there. Yeah, I gotcha.
Love Seth's throw.
There
Just
we go.
real nice and smooth.
Yeah, we did have to change our scoreboard laptop here. We had a battery shut down on us randomly, so yeah, I think there was just a little interference on that side, so sorry about that. I fully anticipate this being as entertaining as our last final.
Oh, absolutely.
What do you think?
There's no doubt in my mind. 86 left, pulls it to leave 85. Not happy with it, but he'll be back to to take a look at that 85. Joey can put some pressure on it, though. You'll see the many faces of Joey Linall throughout this match. He will tell you exactly what he's thinking, how he feels at every moment. 79 remaining. Trip 19 for double 11? You can go trip 13 for tops. Yep, he tried to leave the 22. Joey, to break the throw, 144 needs to go. It's not going to. Great cover shot, though, on the last one. That might be a little bit of a difference maker. Puts a little bit of pressure on the 20. On the double 20. Hits it, though. 1-0 lead for Stefano. Holds his throw. First to 6 legs. Evolution Tour event number 8 finals. Again, both these 20-year-olds have CDC main tour cards. Seth actually a champion last year in CDC main event number 5. Joey in 9th spot in the order of merit this year on the CDC main tour.
Let's not forget, Seth has a main tour win as well.
That's what I just said.
You just said.
Yeah, I know you're doing like 18 things at one time.
Well, I mean, come on. Give me a break, Sean.
Is there an echo in this place now?
I couldn't hear you over the roar of thunder in the background.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we are live here in Nashville, Tennessee, hosting the Music City Classic, and also corresponding that with the CDC Evolution Tour, Youth Tour, and then also the CDC Match Play that happened last night. Our champion Jason Brandon of that event. Seth looking to put some pressure on the 150. 95.
Looks like Seth does use those Danny Baggish darts.
Yeah, him and Danny are pretty good friends. 89 left. Trip 19 will leave double 16.
Well, both these guys
We'll
are
not take a look at it.
Team Target members too, so
Yep.
it doesn't surprise me that he's rocking that Target barrel.
5 for tops. Tops here for Joey to hold his throw.
Where
That
was
was not close. That was not close. That was a me double, which is not a good thing. Seth to take a 2-0 score line. Double 10 needed. And did not throw a good dart. That's why he's upset at himself. He did not throw a good dart there. He knows it. Joey now 2 darts at double 10. That's going to be an awkward one. Scoots over. And just wires it. That's been the struggle today. Double 5. Gets it done. Breaks the throw. 2-0 lead early for the calm Seth Stefano. Trying to pick up his first Evolution Tour title for the year. Joey looks like a sad puppy dog back there. But he refocuses as soon as he gets to the line. It's the brilliant thing about Joey. He's probably going to throw a 180 here. Oh, not if you do that on the last dart. Why'd you give up on it, Joey? A 1-2-1. Seth darts land very flat.
Yeah.
I like his throw a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty relaxed, isn't it?
It's nice and rhythmic. It just right to the eye line, right back through. It's hard for him to go left and right with that type of throw.
Mm-hmm.
Joey does the same thing, only a little bit quicker. A little bit more of a rapid pace there. But Seth's sitting on 201 after 9. These guys a little bit off from their typical pace as far as averages go. So I fully expect these averages to rise when these guys start to get a little bit settled. Joey evens it out, leaves an even 200. Just setting up his setup. Seth trying to spoil that plan, though. 36. Got it.
Ooh.
Bottom quarter pocket.
Nice.
For a 106 checkout. Seth Stefano, 15 darter.
Pulls his average up to 79.11 here in this race to 6 legs.
Joey said fudge sickle. after second and third dart there. It's weird that New Yorker says fudgesicle. Wouldn't have expected it.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
Oh, that hit the actual back of the flight, which is really hard to do with fit flights.
Is that what he's? I don't think he's using fit.
Joey?
Yeah, he's not using fit. He uses the old standards, buddy.
Oh no, that's the 8-flight system.
No,
Or,
that's
no,
a
those are
ring
standards.
system. Yep, ring system.
You're right. I'm wrong.
He just uses the standard target flights.
So that's like a mixture of standard flights and like an L style.
He prefers the same setup like Danny does with the old molded and then the classic metal ring there.
I like that setup. Only 22 there,
A lot of
but
people.
3-0 score line. But you don't want to let Joey get momentum going in his direction.
Oh, we lost our scoreboard here. I just realized that. Apologies, folks.
We're good. We're back.
I know exactly what I need to do.
Joey needs to go tops. No, he's just trying to go for the triple. That was actually a very smart play with Seth still back on 231. It is starting to rain a little bit.
Is that what I'm hearing?
On the Igloo.
A lot of it.
Seth, all he can do is put some pressure on the 32, and he's not going to put a lot of pressure on it. Or none, actually, on this 32. And Joey gets the first leg on the board for himself. 3-1 score line. He is down to break a throw, though. And Seth, slack start. Joey might be able to pounce on this a little bit. Both these guys averaging a little bit less than their average for the tournament so far today. Both these guys can easily average in the mid to high 80s. Consistently. Great last dart there for Joey. Joey again from New York City, 20 years old. Again, 9th on the Order of Merit for the CDC's main tour this year. Stefano has had a little bit of an off year from his explosion onto the dart scene last year. Joey with his second 180 of the day, first of the match. Boom goes the dynamite. I'm going to go ahead and guess that's not going to be the last one we're going to see from these guys.
Nah. We should see another. Joey's just starting to heat up here.
Yep, like I said, you don't want to let Joey get momentum. He's kind of like a freight train on a dartboard. You give him a little bit of momentum, he starts running through some brick walls. Joey the Juggernaut Lenaz, a pretty good nickname.
That is a good nickname.
Just saying.
Yeah, Seth kind of not happy with what he's got to do here.
No, he didn't want to have to try and tee up the 170 and be safe about it. However, it might turn out to be the smart move because he's going to get a look at it. I know Seth likes to go fishing. Not going to catch the big fish today, though.
Man.
As the drum roll, please, just keeps getting louder and louder inside the Igloo. 32 left for Joey Lenaz to make it 3-2 and break the throw. There's the break that he needed. Now back on throw. Seth did start the match. So Joey will need a break again to win, but that first break is very important. I believe Seth Stefano is the youngest CDC main tour winner.
Yeah. Yeah. Joey's actually a little bit, I didn't even think I heard him say it at one point. He goes, yeah, I wanted to be the first one on that one.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, won that at the age of 19 last year.
There's a forgettable round for Seth. And Joey's going into full attack mode, 140 there.
Yeah, Joey flighted down into that 140. That was a pretty good dart. And again, the juggernaut starting to run through the brick walls. A nice ton there. I know. Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm about to run up and throw me another one on too.
97 left for Joey. Trip 19 would have left tops. Now trip 18 will do it. And it does it.
Right in the corner of that trip 18 there.
Joey looking to win 3 on the spin and tie this match up.
Seth Stefano is kind of gone calm here, as his nickname is unfortunately.
Joey, when Joey starts pegging the first double, that's
a 16 dart leg there for Joey.
Seth has got to stop this momentum now. This is where practice and hard work pays off here in this later stages of this match. And there's one thing both these kids do, is they practice and work hard at this. Great first start for Seth's throw. 140, and that could have easily been a 180. Joey's dad likes Joey the Juggernaut too.
Does he?
Yeah, he does. Caden says horrible commentating though. Caden, this is the last time I'm nice to you at dinner.
This kid.
Joey 66. Well behind Seth in this leg. Moves down to the 19s.
Yeah, where you at on that one, Will?
Yeah. Talk about horrible commentating. What about horrible camera work too?
I'm just trying to fix my mic.
Like I said too, like you were right. But don't forget this one too.
108 here.
Not going to be able to take it out now, but can leave it nice and handy with a trip 17. Still an easier 2-dart combination, but Joey can put some pressure on it right here. I kind of fully expect him to put pressure on this. Yep, it hits 96.
Trip 10, double 18.
Double 9. And he hits it. That was much needed by Seth Stefano. Joey sitting on 109, just really wanted to look at it. Stops the momentum, but Joey finds that triple right away again. Starting to walk the third dart in, which I know was more of a comfort thing for Joey to do than a bad habit. It didn't help him that time, only 30. Let Seth off the hook for his slack round. Starting to get a little bit scrappy. If we're comparing this to like a heavyweight bout, right? This is those middle rounds that
Get a little heavy on you.
Yep. Unless you're Joey and you're throwing a haymaker, 180 from the Juggernaut. Telling you that's gonna stick.
The Juggernaut, you think? I'm hoping this microphone sticks, as it's giving me some issues once again. Haven't had any issues all day, and all of a sudden, whop!
Another great look at the cover there for Joey. He does move around the board with ease. That was actually something that we talked about after the match, his last match here.
Yeah, he just has no issue moving around, and actually, he moves rather than staying most of the time. I'm going to be honest, that third dart, usually at the 19.
Well, that's not the round he was looking for, but Seth way back there on 339.
It's
having a rough leg here. Maybe not playing as many events as much as Seth is not. Maybe that's creating a little bit of fatigue here at the end.
It could be it. I think that Seth mentioned that he was he was kind of upset that he wasn't able to go to Canada for the first six events. So it's just part of it, unfortunately. But he's happy
Joey
to be
tops
here.
to tie it up again, 4-4.
I almost feel like Seth got complacent a couple times in this match. What do you think?
I agree with that, but he tends to get right back into the focus, though, when he needs to. Those were 3 great darts. Unlucky for the bounce out, honestly. Joey, again, just masterful at switching and covers nicely when he does. 98 scored. That's a perfect first 2 darts for Seth. Oh, he did a little lean down action. Still a big 140. And like I said, he tends to find the focus that he needs to find.
Somehow or another, he just pulls it out, doesn't he?
He knows if he just holds his throw twice, he wins this thing, and
this.
he's making sure he holds his
Look
throw.
at this.
There's a 180. Seth Stefano. That's a 180. Anthony Eugenia, there's that for you, bud.
Just give him one, why don't you?
6 will leave tops for a 12-dart hold a throw.
Oh, look at that look.
In.
Give this one
someone
there.
screenshot that duck face. He'll be back for tops. And a potential 13 dart. There it is, a 13 darter. Just out of nowhere. Last leg, he threw 12 darts and was still on 339. 5-4 scoreline. Seth Stefano 1 leg away from winning this. Joey, a great cover, shoot 93. If I'm Seth, I'd try to stay focused in this one. You do not want to have this go to a last leg decider against someone who's won 5 of the 7 events.
Exactly. Good 1-3-4 to start him off there. Man, it's going in smooth at the moment for Seth.
Yeah, he's starting to really find his groove. But Joey's staying right with him. Only 47 there. So Seth finding a huge opportunity to win this right now, and he would love nothing more than to not go to a last leg decider against 5-time champion this year, Joey Lanaugh. Big 96. It's also important to Seth for points. If we're talking top 2 get to go. He really wanted to go fishing. He would have shot at it for sure.
No, yeah, I was about to say he wanted that.
For sure, he's shooting at that.
He's let's be honest, he's a showman.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a showman, so we would have seen it. We would have seen that look, and we'd have probably seen some flair on it too.
Oh, Joey does not stay straight, so now he needs to hit the triple just to leave a finish. Otherwise, Seth is going to have 6 from 86. And he will not leave a finish. Seth Stefano can go trip 20 here to leave double 4. That's exactly what he does. Double 4 for the match and the title. Wires it, but he'll be back.
Joey's going to try to make it questionable, though.
Seth, 3 darts. Only needs 1 of them, and there's the title. Seth Stefano, 6-4 victory. Joey Lanaugh, 2nd place finish. Has only lost 3 finals in the Evolution Tour this year. One of them now to Seth Stefano. That's big for the points.
That is huge. That is huge.
Speaking of points, Jason Farnan, who's here from Canada, he's actually in 1st place on the Canada side, which is probably why he was more inclined to make the trip to Nashville.
Oh, definitely. I think there's a whole lot of those players that came from Nashville, and they came from Canada and elected to be here specifically for an opportunity to play for a world championship. So hang tight, folks. We'll have some more action coming your way here momentarily right here on USA Darts. Thanks for joining us.
Stay with us.
Alrighty, folks, we're going to go ahead and shut this one stream down, and we'll upload a new stream here momentarily. Looks like we got a good patch of weather coming through too, so we'll go ahead and avoid that one just in case. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and shut this one down, and we're going to have another match here momentarily, and we'll start her up. That way we can get a new notification sent out for everybody once we go live. So if you haven't hit that notification bell, do so now. Like and follow us if you haven't, and you'll get notified as soon as we go live. We'll see you in a few. Thanks for joining us, folks. Sean Green, William Stewart. We'll be back with more from the 33rd Annual Music City Classic in a moment.
So you want to get into darts, but you're not sure how.
We can definitely help with that. We're usadartsproduction, and we've been a dart specialty store for over 30 years. We have the greatest variety of darts in the country. But don't worry, we can narrow down that selection for you, whether you're a complete beginner or a full-on expert. We developed our own Colonial brand to offer an inexpensive line of darts, dartboards, and accessories, so you can get into the game without breaking the bank. Join our amazing community by going to usadartsproduction.
So in preparation for a recent event, I put this board to the test with 4 to 6 hours of practice per week for a month straight. This gave me an opportunity to see how this board holds up, as well as give you all that honest opinion you've been waiting for. After just a few throws, I was able to tell that this board was a touch softer than popular brands I've used in the past. Admittedly, this had me a little scared, thinking this would lead to a fairly quick wear down. Instead, after a week, I was still at the point where I felt the board did not need to be rotated. Overall, after a month and around 20 hours of play, I was thoroughly surprised by how well this board held up. Yes, there was some aesthetic wear and tear, but I do feel there was a decrease in the amount of bounce that I had, which I directly contributed to the board's softness. For me, this is a winner for both new and experienced players who like to put their hours in. Alrighty folks, don't forget we're your partner in darts. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for watching.